public comment period. Reminder, no personal attacks are allowed. Anybody wish to address the public?
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Bruce Keebico from Caledonia. Today I have before you petitions from 453 Houston County residents. I'll turn it over. Calling on you, the Board of Commissioners, to ban frac sand mining in Houston County. These signatures were collected by a few of us last summer in a short period of time, mostly by going from door to door and also at the county fair booth. Between 60 and 70% of the people we talked to signed this petition with no arm twisting. This high percentage of people who want you to act responsibly as elected officials to protect our county from the destruction of frac sand mining parallels the result of a poll done by an independent polling firm last year that found that over 60% of the residents of southeast Minnesota want frac sand mining banned from our area. You commissioners, as a majority, are currently out of step with what most people in Houston County want. Thank you.
Thank you, and we will take it under consideration. Anybody else wish to address the public?
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Ken Jumper from La Crescent Township. I think it's really unmistakable and clear that a large majority of residents in Houston County are opposed to frac sand mining and do not want you to allow it here. Yet yesterday, the Frac Sand Study Committee finished its draft that will allow frac sand mining. Given that a majority of the members were pro-frac sand mining, the results of their work should be no surprise. It's clear why they have been so secretive about it. Essentially, their draft report will allow unlimited frac sand mining in our county for the next 50 years, with no monitoring of air quality, water quality, or damage to roads. As you commissioners know, especially you, Chairperson Walter, the threat of frac sand mining exploding in Houston County next year is real and imminent. 5 frac sand mines are already proposed for along Highway 16 in Houston County. A railroad loading facility is proposed for Miller's Corner. Highway 16 essentially will become a frac sand mining corridor with a convoy of hundreds of trucks each day making round trips. And that's just the beginning. A company called CRP Sands is currently in the process of buying the mineral rights of hundreds of acres of land located near Highway 16 in the Rip River Valley in expectation of your caving into the mining interest in Houston County. I will say this again. Under Minnesota law, you could legally prohibit frac sand mining. Commissioners, you are failing to protect the people of Houston County from this frac sand mining disaster. You are doing a gross disservice to the people of this county that will negatively impact all of us for the next 50 years. Thank you.
Brian Van Gorp, Yucatan Township. And yes, I did say I would not address this board again, but that was before 3 Houston County employees tried to silence me. Now the greater good demands that I stand up and speak out. I will not surrender my civil rights. When you think about not banning frac sand mining, think about this. The Erickson mine has cost tens of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees and caused multiple lawsuits both for the county and individual citizens. Take that times the number of permits that will be applied for, and you start to see the chaos you will create. There is no chance that whatever ordinance you pass attempting to regulate mining will be enforced. Planning and zoning has proven incapable of enforcement. The only way an action would occur is if someone stepped forward to complain about illegal activity. We all know what happens to whistleblowers in Houston County. They get punished. I can prove that. If you don't want to get sued by industry, ban it. If you allow frac sand mining, the lawsuits will start. Why does so-and-so get a permit, but I don't? Why is X amount allowed, but not 2X? That's arbitrary and not based on research. If this had been banned on day one, this whole fiasco would never have occurred. All the expense and conflict could have been avoided by simply having the courage to say no. Other counties, cities, states have done it. We ban all kinds of things based on end use. Alcohol can be sold to adults, but not minors. Sex between consenting adults is okay, not rape. Bullets are okay if shot at deer, but not at people. This is not radical. Allowing our county to engage, to degrade, so that climate change can be accelerated. That's radical.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Suzanne Work. I live in Yucatan Township. After 27 years of observing human nature as a psychiatric nurse, I have found the following to be true. The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Planning and zoning has not enforced existing ordinances, so what makes you think they will do so now? What is your plan to change this unacceptable behavior and miscarriage of justice? The only way to assure that the past does not repeat itself is to ban frac sand mining in Houston County.
I'm Robin Shumper from La Crescent Township. Earlier this year, you tasked the Frac Sand Study Committee with writing an ordinance prohibiting frac sand mining, along with a restrictive order. I understand now that the draft of the so-called restrictive order is done and has been submitted to your attorney, Jay Squires. I ask you, where is the draft that prohibits frac sand mining? By ignoring your own directive to write a ban, you have shown the entire county that you don't care about our drinking water, safe roads, clean air, and scenic beauty. We all know, and Mr. Scanlon admits, that Houston County doesn't have the staffing to monitor mines or enforce the regulations. In today's La Crosse Tribune, there's an article about a frac sand mine in Trempealeau County that was fined $80,000 for polluting the storm drains. That you would put the mining interests over the entire county's health and well-being is shameful.
My name is Steve Hardwick. I'm from Money Creek Township. I see on the legals that this Thursday there's going to be an after-the-fact variance hearing in planning and zoning. And I'm concerned about what kind of precedent this sets for people coming after this. That I just don't think it's a very good policy to have. I know it's just a bullshit, and I don't have anything personally against the person who's building it. It just seems that as a policy factor, it's a bad precedent. And when I was out working, having the ban petitions being signed for, the major topic that was brought up was how the economics and the enforcement effectiveness were going to be if we didn't have a ban, and how much it's going to cost to add staff to enforce this. And what's happening over in Wisconsin, if you pay attention, is they're flaunting the violations there. And for them, it's just a cost of doing business. And I don't want to see that happen in Houston County. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Crogston, Caledonia Township. I'm actually here for two reasons. One being in support of the ban on frac sand mining in the county. But the other reason is, in case you didn't know, I wanted to bring to your attention that the former railroad construction building will be auctioned off Friday morning, October 25th. And if it fits the needs, and I emphasize the word needs, of the county highway department, it may be one way to save taxpayer money. And I'll give you the copy of this.
I think we already have that,
You have
and we
that
have
copy?
somebody coming to it.
Okay. Thank you.